Hello, welcome to Photoshop Ultimate. Now, one of the options when creating a new document is to work with artboard. Artboard gives you the ability to display multiple pages or screen within a single document. So the first thing you will notice when you have the web option selected is the fact that you have artboard selected by default. And when you select the mobile tab as well, you also have the artboard tab selected by default. But then when you select anything other than the web or mobile, you discover that the artboard option is not selected. And that's by no means telling you that this is disabled. You can actually select artboard, okay? But what it means basically is this: artboard is used for creating mock-up for mobile or the web platform. That is basically what artboard is meant for. All right, so let's select this particular preset, and once you hit on create, you discover that the artboard has been created. So on the layer option, you have artboard 1 has the first layer that you have selected right here. Now we're going to be creating multiple artboards on a single document. So let's see how we can do that. So now we are going to switch this from the move tool to the artboard tool. That is where we are going to see a number of options right here on the option bar. Now you can also see the plus symbol telling you can add more artboard right here. All right, so I'm currently zooming out. Now, if you want to rearrange this artboard that you just create, you will have to hold down Control. So press down Control on the keyboard, click on this, hold down Control, and then drag. You can see that we are rearranging this artboard to how we want. So you can see how easily we're able to do that. Now, if you want to change a particular artboard dimension or to a particular presets, you can do that by selecting that particular artboard and then going to the property option. So under the set artboard to preset, you can change it to this. You can see the size has been changed, or we can just change it to this. You can see how easily we can do that. And then you can change the background option to any of these options. So let's switch it back to white and let's go back to layers. All right, so the other thing you can do is let's switch it back again to artboard. Now you can select this. You discover that the specification is based on this, not any of this here, because we have that particular option selected. So now, when I select this option, discover that when I create a new artboard, it's going to follow this particular specification. So let's see that. So let's switch to artboard 2 and let's click. You can see how easily we're able to do that. So one thing you will notice again is when I switch back to this, the same option that you have on the property panel is still the same option that you have here. You can choose to change it here if you want. You can see how easily we can do that. So this is how easily you can actually work with artboard in Adobe Photoshop. And one thing again that you will notice is the fact that if you've used artboard in programs like Illustrator, is basically the same thing with what you have here. So that is the basics of working with artboard inside of Photoshop. See you guys in the next video where we will learn how to use the panel.